Hello, you are live on the Live with Clive program. Saturday night, talking wristwatches. And how are you, the host of the show, Mr. Clive? How are you?
Oh, pretty good. By the way, let's just get the sponsor plug in. Live with Clive, brought to you by Tansil and Sorry, throwing money at Minotaur since 2016. Thanks, Tansil.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much there. Thank you. Thank you so much. Clivers, I wanted to have a talk. Some people may notice that I have removed 2 videos I posted yesterday. Let me tell you what's happened, okay?
Okay.
Hello, Mark. How are you?
Hello, Paul. I'm going to send you a cake with a file in it.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
Just very quickly, I just want to say a few things here. I've actually received some very good legal advice from a fan. He's a WIS. He's a watch collector. He's a WIS. And he's given me some legal advice. And the advice basically is, at the moment, before this goes to trial, basically he says, until it's finished, don't say anything about it on my channel. Don't say anything about how unfair and unjust it is. He said, basically, after it's finished, you can say what you like, but in the lead up, not a good idea. He's also, so I actually have removed, I've made 2 videos private. I have made 2 videos private to, I'm following his advice. So I am going to court on the 14th. That's the Brisbane Magistrates Court. But as far as making comments or talking about it, he said, just be careful. He said, the judges normally don't like a media circus. Just don't say anything until it's finished. He said, then you can attack it. So
Super chat,
Super chat, break into super chat. We need the super chats always come priority, please.
Oh, and by the way, the 2 private videos are not to be confused with the several videos Archie's made about his privates and starring his privates. And if you receive those, please delete them. He was drunk. Okay, super chat, Tansil and Sorry. And Mark, so you've deleted yours, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, good, thanks.
I have no privates.
Archie, I've recently seen an alleged aristocratic YouTube self-proclaimed guru, which he has not named.
Yes, thank you.
Say that if you think a 33 millimeter is a girl's watch, you know nothing about wrist watches. Is it unisex for the 33 millimeter size?
I gotta tell you this. If it smells like a girl, if it pees sitting down, if it constantly complains and bitches, it's a girl. So 33 mil, I got to be honest with you. We're not living in the 1990s. This is the new millennium. It's almost 2020, okay? Almost 2020.
Archie, I've seen your watch collection. How can you say if we're not living in the 1990s?
Ha 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 ha. So basically, guys, the thing is this. I've got most of my pieces are naughties, Clive. You know that?
Right.
So look, the thing is this, 33 mil, it was acceptable size, but hey, guys, times have changed. Even I admit this. I was the founder and CEO. And I was the honorary chairperson of the society.
Super chat, $5, Stephen K.
Yes.
Hey, Paul, have you told your dad yet? I'll contact you privately about trying to help you out with the legal bill.
Hey, thank you so much. Okay, so just very quickly there, I have told him, and he didn't take it well. Look, my old man is 69. He's a warrior. He's a lovely guy. Like I tell you what happened. I completely forgot to take some money out of my PayPal account. I needed to lend some money this morning. Actually, I needed to lend a lot of money. I needed to lend $250. No worries. No worries. He's a lovely guy. He is a cool, kind-hearted guy. He's just getting old, okay? He doesn't like hassle and drama in his life. So he doesn't handle it well, but look,
he has you for a son.
Exactly.
The irony here is going off the scale.
He
chip off the old block.
He did say to me, why couldn't you be in the paper for getting an AO, an Order of Australia, or an MBE, or, you know, services to the community instead of, you know, other things. Yeah, he was disappointed. Look, he's from a different generation. Very quickly there, as far as 33 mils, it's a girl size. Sorry. I was president and the CEO and founder of the Thin Dress Watch Society. And I'm sorry. I was wrong. Okay, 33 mils.
It's a ladies' watch. That is a ladies' watch.
Now, I want to talk to you. We're going to talk to Mark first. Mark, is 33 mil too small? What do you think? Yes, no.
33 millimeter, you could get fisted and you wouldn't even feel it with a guy wearing that kind of a watch. So definitely, that's a ladies' watch. I mean, my collection runs between 42 and 45 millimeters.
Marky, what is the absolute smallest a man could wear?
Super chat for Mark Goldberg. By the way, the file on the cake, will that be for him to escape or for self-defense, you know, sharpening the horns?
Yeah, no, that's definitely, that's an escape mechanism. That's definitely for, let me get my thumb out of that. Oh, by the way, I'd like to do a shout out to Maddie Stevens, who is in the chat room on a squat toilet as we speak.
Actually, I would like to say hello to Matt. Matt did send me words of support. Matt is a cool guy. Very cool guy. And tell Matt I am considering joining the secondhand Mercedes club. My dad, this is the other thing about my dad. He bought a secondhand Merc from my ex-wife, okay? It's the C250, okay? Anyhow, guess what happened? The car's got low mileage. It's got 40,000 miles on the clock. It's beautiful. He loves that car. But now he's got this thing where he says, it's too old. It's too old. It's too old. It sucks. So he's gone crazy, thinking it's too old. He's got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it. The dealers offered him 14,000 for it. Another dealer 15. The most he's been offered is 17,000 Aussie. It's a 2010 Mercedes-Benz C250 CGI. And
well, maybe you are like him because you have had this exact same problem with your last 3 Tinder dates. So maybe the genetics carry forward.
Anyhow, I'm thinking about buying it off him because I love Mercedes-Benz.
Speaking about being able to buy it off him, let's get to the super.
I'd finance it. I'd finance it. I'd have to finance it. I'd take out a car loan, 100% finance. There's a place I know where they lend you money to buy a car.
Okay, super chats. Let's not piss off Tanzil twice in 2 nights, shall we?
Sorry. Please, you take over, CLYVE.
Mark Goldberg, I'm considering a 3-watch daily rotation.
Whoo, yes, I saw this question.
Pam 005, a Chelsea Reverso, and insert Explorer II or Speedy. What do you think?
Well, the first thing, I got a question. And what is the PAM 005? More than likely, it's a diver. Is that?
The PAM is a Panerai Luminor. It's the base. It's the base logo has the second hand and the hour hand. The 5 has the logo at the bottom, but it also has the second hand at 9 o'clock, like a little.
Does it have a dive bezel? Does it have a dive bezel? That one?
No, no, it does not. It's aluminum marine.
So,
it's not a submersible.
Well, then I don't know. I guess he's looking for either a GMT or a Speedy. I'm not big on them. I don't like the Speedy. I find that to be a very pedestrian watch. I think a nice vintage 14060 would be a better watch. You need a because you got you have. Do you know
where he can get a 14060?
Yeah, they're out there. You can get them, and I'm hearing the rumor is that Steel Sports is starting to come slowly trickle back into the AD. Now, if you're talking about the fact that I have a 14060,
we'll so get into that. But okay.
But yeah, I vacillate about whether I want to sell it or not. But I think that's what I would put onto that collection. That's what I would
now,
do.
let me just throw 2 cents in. Can I throw 2 cents in? So he's talking a PAM 005. That's his diver. A JLC Reverso. Oh, that is so sexy. That is sexy. I love that watch. Man, you gotta get a Rolex. Every man needs a Rolex.
No. Archie, let's finish the question, shall we? He's asking for the 3rd watch. Should he get an Explorer II?
I know what he's asking. I'm telling him, you definitely, every man, you got to, in a rotation, you got to have a Rolex in there because they're waterproof. Unlike the PAM, which only goes down to 30 meters. Some PAMs which only go down.
No. He's gonna no. Bite your tongue. He's got an 05. That's the original ETA.
Okay, I know. But I wanted to slip it in. Every chance I can slip that in, I'd like to. Man, you know something about the Explorer II. Let me tell you this.
You can't just slip it in on Tanzil. He's not a ladyboy.
Let me tell you this, Tanzil. I got a really cool fan who's giving me a little bit of advice. Okay, he's giving me a little bit of advice. Okay. You know what watch he owns? He's got a few watches, but you know what one of them is? 40 mil Polar Explorer II.
Isn't that
the guy who took me in the Lamborghini? You know what watch he was wearing? You know what watch he wearing? Polar.
But that's penis confidence because that's such a small watch. Isn't it really like a 39? Is it really 40? Isn't that more like a 39?
It's a thin. It's just an elegant. CLYVE's so cool. You got an Explorer II as well, don't you? You couldn't handle it. He's just cool. Cool men all have Polar Explorer IIs.
You see, Tanzil, let me explain how this works. Archie has finally quit talking about the Explorer II, like every other video he does, so they're slowly becoming cool again. And on the other hand, Breitlings, whoop, Polar IIs, Breitlings. Now,
IWC Ingenuous, boom.
Yeah, actually. So my advice is wait for Archie to start talking about the Explorer II again. So to drive it down, the public's confidence in the brand down, they're, and then wait for Archie to talk it down to the bottom, and then buy. And then super chat Archie to talk about other watches and watch your value.
Just very quickly, we got another super chat in from Barry.
I've got it pulled up. I've got it pulled up right here. That's right. So anyway,
but by the way, I've got a snack bar. I am running a snack bar. By the way, I just want to let you know very quickly. Quick insert here. I'm running a snack bar. I have actually got the supermarket down the road has given me a rabbit, a bunny. If I want to eat that, viewers can buy that. That is $10 for a bunny. I've got the local bottle shop has stocked me up with beverages. Beers are $7.50 each. And for good scotch, they are available for $20 a healthy nip. Okay, now, Clive, take over.
Unless you're a minor, and then it's $30.
I got a quick question. But my question, we're going to do that super chat. We got to do that. But my quick question is, how much to catch Archie's pinky finger in a rat trap?
Depends on the size of the rat trap.
Standard, your standard. Let's go mousetrap first.
Mousetrap. Yeah. We need $50.
Wow. All right. How much for your pinky in a rat trap?
We need $1,000 because I could lose the finger.
Okay. You're not gonna lose the finger. Right?
How about that sticky shit? How about that really sticky shit?
No, that's only if you put it on your forehead and you keep it there for the entire broadcast.
Okay, Barry Bucket. Here's the next super chat question. I posted this question on Brisbane Watch Forum today. I'm looking to add a Rolex Sky Dweller, and I need to flip one of these: a Rolex Yachtmaster 2 or an AP Diver. Which one goes? Which stays? I know how I'd answer that.
Oh, Mark, my God!
Mark, okay, let's start off with Gark Moldberg. Gark, what would you suggest be flipped?
Well, I'm not entirely sure I would flip either of those in return for a Sky Dweller. I assume he means a steel one anyway. I wouldn't be getting a gold Sky Dweller.
No.
But if you have to have a Sky Dweller, and if you have to flip one of those two, I think what I would flip would be I'd flip the Yachtmaster 2, which is generally speaking, known as the douchebag watch. You know how you have like, you know, the Batman, you have the Polar. That's the douchebag watch. So if I had to, but I'm not sure I would do that. I might sit put. I think the Sky Dweller, it's a cool watch in steel, but it's very annoying that you have an annual calendar with no day.
How about two-tone? How about two-tone, Mark? Do you like the two-tone?
No, I don't. I don't. Yeah, no. That's so douchey. that's you know, steel at least says I might be white gold or I don't give a damn. You know, I can afford a Rolex. Two-tone says I couldn't quite swing the gold. That's what it says to me. Now, I don't think that's true in a Jubilee bracelet. And a Jubilee bracelet does look great in two-tone, but not that Oyster Flex, not that Oyster bracelet on a.
I will say, I think a two-tone Daytona is an exception to the rule as well. That is just cool.
Well, you can't go wrong with any Daytona, but I like a steel Daytona better than a two-tone.
Yeah, but you can't get the steel one. You can't get the steel one. Sometimes you got to settle for the.
You settle for the two-tone because nobody wants them. You know.
No, that's not true. That's not quite true.
Well, why are they in stores? If you can't get a steel one, but you can get a two-tone one, there's more demand for steel, right?
They're full retail, but no discount.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, we had another super chat which asked,
usual generous discounts that Rolex gives.
Just out of interest, Barry, I reckon get rid of the Yachtmaster 2. I agree. I reckon if you're staying with one Rolex out, one Rolex in, good idea. The AP Diver, even though I really hate AP as a brand for a number of reasons, number of service reasons, it's still a cool watch. It's cooler than the douchebag Yachtmaster 2.
Agreed. And just that has Yachtmaster 2 across the bottom. That's what I hate. I mean, that's like this Sylvester Stallone watch. I wonder what kind of watch this is. Oh yeah, it's a Yachtmaster 2. Even though I know he supposedly has an IQ of 150, but still. Or like, if you're a boxer and you've been hit in the head too many times and you need to look down to be reminded of what kind of watch you have, that's what the Yachtmaster 2 is perfect for. All right, let's go back to now. Now, Mark brought up something. You've been hearing about.
Well, there's a super chat, Clyde, that we didn't answer yet from Q.
Well, okay. Let me go back. And also, guys, with super chats, let me also explain something. The smaller the super chat, the quicker it goes. So the large super chats stay on forever. So sometimes, and we're not doing it. Mark, why you leave Thailand? You say you love me. Kun Sukawat.
It was your personal. Yeah, it was your personal hygiene and that smell. So I think get yourself a good wire brush. Clean up a little bit, and we'll try it again next time. Guys, I gotta go. I'm so sorry, but I got movie tickets.
Oh, what are you seeing?
Annihilation.
Okay, what's that about?
I don't know. It's about this dude who, I don't know. It's about aliens taking over the world. I really want to see Red Sparrows, which is where Jennifer.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, Red Sparrow. Yeah. Hell yeah.
I really want to see that one, but my significant other is dragging me to Annihilation, and I'll have to call Red Sparrow next time.
Okay, real quick.
Peace out, boys.
Tanzil, I'm sorry. This one involves you, Mark. So, Archie, if you were Ron Daines, and he doesn't really have a YouTube channel, so you can use his name. Also, it's Han Daines. Han Daines, A Star Wars Story. And you had a bit of a hairline problem. Which of the following cars would you drive if you wanted to pick up Mark Goldberg? So you're involved. Now, Mark Goldberg does have a YouTube channel, but screw it. All right. A Fiat 500, a Volkswagen Beetle, or a Toyota Yaris. We also have another.
I tell you this now, for our good friend Mark, you would have to, man. You got to be a hipster. This is a hipster. He's a hip guy. Does the dog training. What do? I'm a professional dog trainer. I'm the greatest dog trainer in the world. I train dogs. What do you do for a living? He's got one of these. He's so hip. He's so cool, man. I think the Fiat 500, even though it's a very cool car, I think it's just too cool. That's just, Mark wouldn't even acknowledge it because he's just so cool. The Yaris, that'd be a very good thing. It'd be very environmentally friendly, yada, yada, yada. But I think to pick up Mark, you'd need a Volkswagen Beetle preferably an original 1970s Super Beetle.
With the engine in the rear. Okay, boys.
Engine in the rear.
Engine in the rear. It's always better in the rear. And we need a cabriolet so we have room to make love in it. Peace out, guys. Can't wait to do it again.
See you later. Bye.
I called it. I told you convertible. Okay, $2 super chat. Mark, you say you like the cheese smell. Sorry.
Mark, you say you like the cheese. Oh, we've done that. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. He had to go.
No, there was a super chat. I think it came up.
Yep.
It came on.
Yep.
Last time, and I don't know if we really addressed it.
Okay, run it again.
No, well, I'll have to go on Facebook. So what's the?
No one is buying me my chocolate at the moment, guys. Can you please buy me the bunny? $7.50 for a rabbit. Come on, I'll eat it on air. And this is for the Reboot the Weight Loss Program. Free food does not have any calories.
Okay.
And the bar is open. The bar is open, boys.
Okay. Now what it's saying is, shit. I'm trying to look for it. It was sent on Facebook, but what was saying is more or less it's just like, why do you keep talking about Rolex when there's plenty of other watches out there that are better horologically? And it talks about JLC and Zenith and among other brands, Block Paint, I think as well. Why do you keep talking about Rolex? Or is it all just about the marketing and the resale value for you?
Rolex is just so cool. Rolex is just it is the benchmark it is the Mercedes-Benz of watches. Not the greatest car, not the greatest anything, but it is what everyone compares.
Oh, I told you what's the super chats. Okay. Arch, have you ever heard of Wrist Clean Watch Cleaner by Vere? Is it good or waste of money? Or should I stick with the Dawn Liquid Soap for my Yachtmaster 2 stainless steel?
Look, I got to tell you the truth there. I've seen some of these creams and lotions and potions. You want to make sure the seals are intact before you submerge any watch, even if it's a diver, because if the seals are gone, you're going to really damage it. If you got a delicate watch, like a dress watch, I would generally just use a wet cloth to wipe the surface down. You got to be very careful. Very careful. Soap. I don't know if I'd really use soap on a luxury watch here. You may use it.
What if it had like a lot of stuff you really wanted to get off? Just say hypothetically.
Yeah.
Anus remnants from ladyboys and bangers.
I will tell you the truth that, okay, I did buy a date just from a guy who was deceased. Okay.
Right.
He died wearing this watch on the golf course, and it had dirt and sweat build up in the Jubilee.
Did he die in the watch? Was he wearing the watch when he died?
I believe so. I never asked, but there were telltale signs that he might have. But I find the best thing to do is you can take the bracelet off and leave it in water overnight, hot, warm, soapy water, and then use a soft toothbrush to really give it a good scrub out. That really helped.
$5 super chat by Tanzil. Drink up, big boy.
Cool. Drink up. Okie dokie. No worries. No worry. It was for a beer, isn't it? $5 is for a beer, CLYVE, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't recall you saying.
Well, let's open this baby up before anyone says otherwise. I wanted a beer all day. I tell you this now. So, CLYVE, I got to tell you the truth. You know, when I had that the Breitling with the black dial Breitling, which I sold to Dr. Bruce, it had a bit of a smell to it. Okay, I will tell you the truth. It had the guy's cologne. It smelled like him. Oh, okay.
Right.
That's why I took it into the salt water and gave it a really good fisting. And I removed the smell. Cheers, Tanzil. Thank you very much.
All right. Let me see if we can. Let me copy something.
I love Carlsberg. This is Carlsberg I'm drinking. I love Carlsberg. I love Heineken. I love Beck's. I even like Bud. You like Bud, CLYVE? Oh, sorry. I don't. Sorry.
No, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, it used to be. I used to like thick-necked German beers, frankly.
You know what my favorite beer
is? $2 from Matt Church. $2.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. My favorite beer is free.
Oh, $5, 5 pounds from D. Shies. Eat the rabbit, big boy.
I thought I'd never be asked. I wanted this rabbit so much.
All right. Eat the rabbit. Yes. Now, here's what I was wondering about, okay?
Yes, CLYVE's.
Well, I was talking to young Max, and young Max's birthday is coming up. And you know what he was really wanting for his birthday?
Sorry, what was that? It was a little bit static there, CLYVE.
Okay, remember, Max Levinson.
Yeah, I love Max.
Oh, yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Well, you know what he was really wanting for his birthday?
What's that?
He was wanting the Monsanto River Rat. He loves, like I said, he was loving that because it's a limited edition of 30,000 pieces. He just thought that was one of the most brilliant satires on the Switch watch industry ever. So do you think you might be able to do up another Monsanto River Rat for young Max?
Of course. I'll give him a special limited edition version.
Right. Really limited edition version. Okay, cool. Yeah, great kid. I mean, he is a kid, but yeah, he's good.
He's a young man.
Young man, yes. Archie, pull up this lyrics of the song Rockstar by Post Malone and rap the first paragraph of the song. Hat required sideways. So get the hat, pull up Rockstar by Post Malone, and wrap the first thing with your hat sideways.
Right.
Actually, I remember my nephew when that song came out. He was doing ad-libbing the lyrics to it. And, it made me laugh so hard I almost went off the road. Except instead of rock star, he was calling it porn star.
I never heard this song before.
Hey, now you're a rock star. No, I can't sing now because his lyrics are now in my head.
Oh, okay. Hang on.
Okay. Oh, here we go. I've got them right here. Of course, Post Malone.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, CLYVE's.
All right. Okay, hat sideways. Sideways. You've got it on backwards. Sideways.
If I do it sideways, I can't have that. Okay. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies. Man, I feel just like a rock star. Oh my! Sorry, that's lyrics. That's the second lot of lyrics. Hang on. It's coming now. I'm getting into the mood.
Real quick, say hi, Robert, for Super Chat for Matt Church.
Hey, Robert. I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies. Man, I feel like a rock star. Oh, my brother's got gas, and they always be smoking like a rap star. Fucking with me, call up on a Uzi.
Okay. Now, Tanzil, I want you to super chat Archie to see if he'll say fuck the police, because then I want to send that. Then we'll do a screen capture and we'll send it to the Australian Courts of Justice. What do you say?
Maybe not a good idea. Antagonize them is
not for you. Not for you, but it would provide us with hours of entertainment. I told my buddy to get on with Archie, and he would straighten him out on any watch question. So, okay, sorry I'm sorry. I almost read a free comment.
Oh, Jesus Christ, CLYVE. This rabbit. I'm eating this rabbit, then I'm going to have the beer.
Now, did you start with the ears, or did you go, or did you start with the anus?
It is. Ears.
I thought you would have started with the anus. If you have a song you want to hear Archie sing, super chat it, Stan Zeal. It's like 12:30 p.m. and no, it's right now. It's 11:15 a.m. in Australia. It's 11:15 on Sunday morning. They're cleaning watches. So yeah. What are you wiring, by the way?
Brighton.
Scheitling, okay. So Pizza Pagoda features backyard coffee deliveries.
Exactly.
Pizza Pagoda, coffee like Mama San used to make. Pizza Pagoda. All right, Wilder versus Ortiz. Oh, you know, Richard Linney basically. Well, a couple of things actually. Now, there's one thing I've been asked to bring up, and I have neglected to do so. I've been asked to do so a number of weeks ago. So,
Can I just very quickly say something quickly?
Yes.
If anyone knows how much it costs to run a 10-year-old Mercedes-Benz, you can give me an idea, because I don't have a lot of funds. I'd have to finance it. And is it a good thing to buy or not?
Okay.
I'd have to finance it and finance the insurance and finance some service costs.
Now, I actually have a question. This is a thoughtful question, okay? Now, I've been told that Patek is rapidly increasing their number of authorized dealers.
Wow.
And they've racked up production from 36,000 watches a year to 58,000, which is, you know, almost doubled.
Yes.
Now, would you considering they're ramping up? Okay, Archie, Nana Kim here with me. She wants shower now.
Okay.
Can't suck a lot. Okay, here's another $5. Here's another $5 super chat. Archie, can you please? Oh, okay. Wait, Ronnie Paul. Archie was an AD today looking at the Rolex CLYVE 43. AD wants full payment up front to order. ETA of max 4 weeks, no discounts. What's your thought?
Well, I would have thought you put $1,000 down is okay, but full payment? That seems a bit odd. I think $1,000 down would be okay. I wouldn't be paying full payment.
Okay.
I wouldn't be paying full payment.
Running behind. Okay, so no, basically do a partial payment. Yeah, find
what
another.
Would you do? What would you do, Clive? Quickly, what would you do? Yes, no. What do you think?
No.
I think 1,000 down is shows you're serious, but
yeah. Otherwise, what's to stop that dealer? Yeah, dealers are not our friends. Don't get me started on dealer Rolex ADs. All right. Archie, can you explain when you speak to someone of the Oriental persuasion, you start talking like Jackie Chan and forget the English language?
Yes. I try and make it easy. I have no idea why I do that. I just do. It's just, I'm not 100% in the head, guys.
Right. All right. Now, Matt Church, $15. Sing the lyrics to Savo, Fuck's Going On, and Gold Sub or Present for my 50th, or something else. Cheers.
Oh, what was the song again? What's the song again? I got to find this song. What's it called?
Savo, S-A-V-O, Fuck's Going On. Savo.
I got to find this. I'm using... Oh, okay. Fuck's... I got it. Lyrics. Here we go. I'm using a real shitty... Here we go. It's coming, guys. Here we go. What the fuck's going on? I see girls eating tampon. Chipster chicks cutting their own hair off. Cut your wrist because you sing as marijuana. Fuck your dog. Fuck you, oh shit. Where are we going to be? Ooh, that's a what sort of singer is this dude? He seems like an angry lad.
Yes.
Does he?
Okay,
does he need a bit of part-time work? I could get him cutting a lawn.
Let's move it along. Let's move it along because we don't want him to back up. And secondly, for his 50th birthday, a gold sub or president.
50th birthday, gold sub or president. I got to tell you, 100% honesty with you. Get a 90s, really minty gold sub. It pisses all over the day date. The problem with the president is there's three sizes. There's 36 mil, there's 41 mil, and then there's day date 41. I definitely get the gold sub. It's 40 mil. It's perfect. It is perfect. The blue, get the blue one like I had. I miss that watch every day.
Okay. Also, and keep in mind, it's a matter of perspective. Archie really doesn't need to know what date it is because he doesn't have a jarb. He's really lucky. Actually, if they had a gold sub no date, that would be more Archie style, really.
Yes.
Actually, yes. Just a piece of jewelry when you think about it, just a piece of gold because, you know.
Considering my current financial situation, probably anything Rolex is not a good idea.
Matt Stevens also followed up with, that was Matt Church. Matt Stevens, sell a piece to finance the Benz. Sacrifice is key. It has to hurt.
Okay, thank you. I would be looking at financing the lot. Okay, good. Thank you, Matt. Thank you.
All right. It's $2 super chat. Slowpo. Clive and Archie, opinions on the Rolex 6694. I will have to look up that reference.
6694 is the Rolex Oyster. It's a manual wind Oyster date. It's a manual wind. Okay, so it's manual wind, 34 mils. That was the #1 seller in Singapore in the 1980s because it was the cheapest Rolex you could buy. I quite love that reference, 6694. I've handled hundreds of them. I quite like it. It's a good boy size watch. I think a 6694 is a good boy size watch. A little bit small. It's 34 mils, but it depends.
Depends how much you're getting it for.
Yeah. What do you think, Clive?
It's not a bad little watch, actually. It's not a bad little watch, and
they were the #1 seller in Singapore, by the way, guys.
No, it's probably the #1 seller because they're cheap.
That was the cheapest Rolex you could buy. It was a decent Rolex. It was just manual wind with the date.
It's still a Rolex, really, when you think about it. So
nothing, it's nothing wrong with that.
If it's a good price on it and you like it, what else is there to consider, really?
I used to sell them for about $1,000 US. This is 10, 15 years ago.
All right. So Roger Smith's first watch was a 6694.
Who's Roger Smith? Is that wrong to ask that?
I think I know who it is, but I will have to look it up. Can I keep it? Roger Smith is an actor. There's a lot of Roger Smiths. May have been Anne Margaret's husband. Oh, star of the Sunset Strip. I kind of think he was a CEO of something, if I remember right. Maybe
now,
a GM.
Is Tanzil, is he a moderator now? Because I want to make sure that's working, Tanzil. Is it working? Because I
see the wrist. I see the wrench next to his name.
Okay, because I fucked it up yesterday. I gave admin rights. I gave admin rights the wrong Tanzil.
Oh my God.
You're some guy in Pakistan. You said he was in Pakistan. I gave it to some guy in Pakistan. I thought, okay.
I said it's a Pakistani last name. You asked if, well, no, we don't want to go in that conversation. We seriously don't want to go in that conversation. Take a shot. D-Shies, £2 pounds.
I'm going to throw this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to throw this into the bin, by the way, guys. Watch this.
All right. Now, $5 super chat. White dial watches.
Oh, got it! I got it. Look at that. I got it in the bin. I got it in the bin, Clivers.
Okay. White dial watches with a splash of orange. Should he get a Rolex Milgauss? That'd be a white dial. Or an Omega Speedmaster Aquaterra. Good Lord. We are on fire. So move it on.
Milgauss.
Rolex. Okay, good. I agreed. Tanzil and sorry, $5 Canadian. Vacheron 56, AP Royal Oak 15400, JLC Perpetual Doctor Strange, or Tag Heuer Tourbillon 02T.
15,400.
All right.
56 is not a real Vacheron. It's a discount Vacheron. Discount and Vacheron. Lizard tongue.
Okay, now here's a question from Tyler. He set the preface for this. This is the story of how I got my. This is also from. I got this from Brad. All right, Clive. I want to sell my Explorer II to finance 2 vintage 34 millimeters. What should I do if I'm bored of my Steel Sports Rolex? And he also spells it ROH. Oh my God. Okay.
Rolex.
Yeah. All right. AC, can you abuse your carpet beetles live on your show right now? At least 1 minute of loud, explosive abuses. Thanks, Arch. Woody, New Yorker.
Thank you.
And Bruce Ellis he's on a date because I think he's saying he's got tit. Or go tit. Or is it he's saying, well, I was almost wondering if he's saying goat tit. Maybe he's milking a goat. Anyway, so, and we'll come back to that. We will come back to that. So can you abuse your carpet beetles live on your show right now?
The problem is you can't ever see the carpet beetles. I can only see the damage they've done. The actual carpet beetles, I've been spraying Mortine down there.
Can you verbally abuse them?
I try that. That doesn't seem to work. They still...
Well, you've been super chatted $5 to verbally abuse your carpet.
Out of there now, you sons of bitches! Out of there now, you sons of fucking bitches!
All right. Okay, and if you want him to abuse the carpet beetles more thoroughly, that's a larger super chat.
I was thinking about making a video on carpet beetles in my bedroom today. Do you think that would be a hit or not, Clivers?
Absolutely. Okay, $5 super chat, Chi-Town, Texas. Archie, years ago, you posted your Speedy on a leather caramel NATO. Where do you find the NATOs you used to carry? Now, of course, this is not to be confused with his tricolor one, which is more of a gato.
Here we go. He's talking. I've actually got that caramel strap on at the moment. So that was. That's actually where that was when I was selling. Remember, I was trying to sell watch straps as a business, which failed dismally. That's when I had some of dismally failed badly. Yeah, this one here for a 50 for a $60 super chat. I will post my one to you. It's a little bit beat up. It's got sweat from the pontiff. It's also got scratch marks on it from when I tried to put it onto Scotty's Explorer
$10 super chat. $10 super chat from Matt Stevens. Say the following: Donnie, throw Mama from Mama from the train. You'll feel better.
Donnie, throw Mama from the train. You'll feel better.
Thank you,
no
Matt Stevens. I wonder if he's still squatting.
For $60, you can have my leather strap. You want the leather strap? It's been pontiff sweat. It's got scratches from it from when I tried to fit it to what's his name? My good friend Scotty's Explorer 1. It's scratched the shit out of the end there. See that there? Tried to get it through. $60, and I will post it plus postage. I will need postage. So
no,
another 20. So it's $80. You want it? You can have it. It's here.
Oh, garbage fires.
I'm posting. Also, do have underwear for sale if anyone is interested in that as well.
Oh, by the way, Garbage Fire is posting under another name. Could you guys spot her? Anyway, no one wants your sweaty strap on. I think she's talking to you, but she might be talking to me.
Okay.
Did I tell you what did I show you what I got?
No. What did you get? What's that?
Zenith from the 50s.
Oh, so cool.
It really, really is. She is in remarkably good shape. And
Yes.
got that, and a couple other vintage watches. And every once in a while, if you just put on an ad on Craigstree or Gumlist or Gumtree or whatever, and just say, "Hey, old vintage watches, I like them. If you have anything, give me a holler. See if they're worth anything." And here, no one is biting on the Pontiff sweaty strap.
It was worth a shot. It was worth
a shot.
It was worth a shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say how much I paid for them, and also I know you don't, like a 50s Timex.
Ooh.
Just gotta love the dial. Yeah, gotta love the dial on it.
Is that gold plated? What is that?
No, it's steel. I think it's just the light.
Okay.
Just a couple of gold. Time. I mean, not gold time. Now you got me saying gold.
Have you seen that Timex reissue with that funky strap, the blue, the 3-colored strap?
Yep. Okay, Archie, say the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the following watch brand. Breitling. Okay, we're going to play word association.
Okay.
I'm going to say watch brand, and you say the first thing that pops into your mind.
Okay.
Ready? Go.
Yes.
Breitling.
Giza.
Squale.
Nasty.
Squale.
Nasty.
Piaget.
Big boy.
Steinhardt.
Canadians.
FP Journe.
Service costs.
Invicta.
Garbage.
All right. By the way,
Fluffy Kitten, I don't think you're banned. I've tried to find you. I can't find your username because I tried to make sure you weren't banned, but I can't find you. I don't think.
And by the way, none. Let me also address something. I even wanted to vote for Bernie, but if you think you're entitled to tell someone how to spend their own money that you had nothing to do with, God, you call me a liberal socialist, asshole. Anyway. Now, of course, if you want to respond, the best way to do that is to super chat, and you can tell me off directly on the program face to face. Isn't that correct?
That's exactly right there. Exactly right. Bear Clooney watches. I agree. I love Bear Clooney. Bear Clooney is a cool fucker.
I have no idea who Bear Clooney is, but okay. Arch, read out the last 3 messages you sent naughty bitches from your Tinder account. $5 super chat.
Okay, I'm going to have to call it up. Do you want me to do this or not?
Yeah, well, you've been super chatted. You know the rules.
Okie dokie. Okay, just logging into Tinder. Do you want to... I'm reading the messages out. I don't know if I should read these or not. Do you want to see my snake?
No.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, that's the message.
Okay, that's the message. The other message is, meet me behind the bus stop in 15 minutes.
All right.
In the next one, meet up, no rules necessary.
By the way, okay. And what was the thing? You've got them all?
And one more. I've had a vasectomy. You can't pin that on me, bitch. I can't find the other half of the question she asked me, but you tell me.
Yeah, well, okay. I think pretty much we know what that was. Probably more of a statement than a question. All right, and of course, Hotsy is basically saying you should be paying us to watch the chat. All right, and Blair. Okay, Tanzil is. Okay, now here's a question else. Okay, Hotsy is suggesting do an AMA. Ask me anything. Should we break it up? Should we do another super? Okay, wait. Couple of super chats here. $2. Have you ever gotten a pink eye from a brothel visit?
No.
Okay. $2 super chat. Stephen K. His real message. Sorry about the premature ejaculation. Sigh. All right. All right. Great. Okay, so I think we're caught up in super chats for right now.
Yep.
Now here's something. Now here's also. So what do you think about the Zenith?
I like it. It's cool.
Also, early '60s Eterna.
Eterna. The Contiki is the iconic model, but that is a cool watch. That is an ETA. ETA's own in-house movement.
Okay, Vington Ye, $2 Canadian. Abolish the IRS and repeal every word of Obamacare. James Mann, $2 super chat. 10 years ago, your watch collection. Mistakes? Question mark.
My watch collection. I'm talking about my watch collection. Are they 2008? I only had 4 watches then, guys. Right. I had the two-tone Datejust, the 16233 with diamond factory dial. Love that watch. I had a Navitimer, Breitling Navitimer with the 7750 movement in it. I had a Speedy. And I had a two-tone Cartier Santos moon phase. The mistakes.
All right.
Yeah, don't get quartz. Don't get quartz and
mistakes. He's made a few.
Yeah, the 7750 could be a bit of a mistake too if you wanted to play it like that.
So here's the thing. So every once in a while, if you throw out an ad like that, Craigslist or whatever, you never know what. It's $5 super chat. Okay, Archie, which of the following brands was your biggest turncoat move on going from hating to liking? Zenith, Cartier, or Chuda?
Cartier. I used to like it. Now I hate it.
Okay. Okay. Mozart Gaming. Let me know what you think about this watch on eBay. Men's Rolex, stainless steel and 18 karat yellow gold purple dial Submariner. 16613 East Service. Okay. No, Mozart Gaming. No, seriously. No, you don't, dude. Don't, because. All right. Also, that's a mistake, Mozart, because if it's a really good deal on eBay, you know the nasty vinyl cutters on this chat are going to outbid you on it. ebay.com. Anyway, I'm sorry, I need to watch the super chats. AC, what are your views on alligator leather straps?
Be very careful when you're dealing with alligators. Those bastards bite.
All right. So anyway, I'll let Stephen K. And apparently Hatsy and Darth Vader are screwing with each other. Live comments, so I'm getting great joy out of watching that. Darth, man, she's dark. You think you're dark? No. Okay, Alexa, how do you stop ball itch?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Okay, we've asked that. Done. Archie, I'm sorry. Alexa, who is Paul Pluta?
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Pluto is a dwarf planet in the Kuiper Belt, a ring of bodies near Neptune. Did that answer your question?
Alexa, who is Paul Pluta? Screw you. All right, anyway, we've got that out of the way. So, what are we talking about?
We're talking about ballage, I thought, weren't you?
No, we've asked and she didn't know. Okay, so super chat. So anyways, oh God, all right, here we go. Larry Kippings, £1.99. Are there any watch bargains to be had in Africa?
Larry, I've actually done a video for you. I got a video. It finally recorded it last night, and it'll be up today. Okay?
So he paid you in June?
He paid me in January, and I'm actually recorded it last night. And
January of 2018?
January 2018, yes. Are there any watch bargains to be had in Africa?
No.
February. No.
Okay. God, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah. Anyway, so here's the nice thing. So the pictures sent Uber-Oki pictures of this.
Yes.
You know, someone responded. You know what the response was?
You son of a bitch.
No, you asshole.
You asshole. Jeez.
That's like, yeah, that's the Oscar. I was actually telling his pocket jeweler about that. And he's like, really? Hell, I've been messing with him for working for him for like 10 or 15 years. He's only asshelled me twice. So, yeah, that's like, you suck.
Yes.
All right. Oh, okay. So I'm watching Hatsi or Hotzi in Darth Vader. Yeah. Anyway, cool. Uber Fist.
Yes. CLYVE, when did you buy these vintage watches?
This morning, actually. This morning.
Where did you get them from?
Individual. I put an ad on Craigslist.
Oh, you put an ad on Craigslist?
Yeah. Say,
holy
hey,
fuck!
Yeah.
What did the ad say?
Okay. $5 super chat. Arch. Alexa, Arch, and Clyde. What is better? What is better? The better brand. Bang per buck. Return of investment and worth on the cost. Patek, Audemars, Rolex, or Omega.
Oh, Rolex, without a doubt. Rolex, Rolex, Rolex. Rolex. Rolex, Rolex, Rolex.
What would be the second one? I mean, I'd say Audemars as long as you're in the Royal Oak.
No, Audemars is terrible. Very hard to sell. Patek. Actually, I'd say Omega. I'd say Omega because they're a low cost. They're a lot easier to sell than a Patek. Patek, you're getting into a higher price range, and you got problems there. So Omega, Patek, and then AP. AP can be a bitch because what the problem is, there's different dials. They say, oh, that's the old dial. What does that mean? It's worthless. It's useless. It's not desirable anymore. If you got the old dial, they don't want it anymore. So I got to tell you, I'd be very, very skeptical on going for a you got to be careful with AP. So they're fucking fickle. Oh, they're fickle fuckers.
Let's go back to that Patek question, if you don't mind. So anyway, Patek is ramping up. They're having more authorized dealers. They're ramping up from $36,000 a year to $58,000 a year. Mm-hmm. For instance, in the UK, Patek has 46 authorized dealers. Mm-hmm. Now, if you compare that with Audemars Piguet has only 9. Okay. Mm-hmm. Super chat. Which of the following dishes would you eat off a large Puerto Rican YouTube guru's arse? Vegemite, salmon sushi, chitterlings, or cottage cheese?
What's chitterlings?
Chitlins. It's like slave food. It's like fried pork skin.
Chitlins. They're definitely shitlings. That sounds quite yummy.
Chitlins. Okay, well, yeah, it's like the guts and everything else, the skin. It's like waste pork products.
Okay.
All right. So how would you? So, like I said, the fact that Patek is having more authorized dealers and ramping up its watches, when Audemars Piguet, for instance, is also lowering the amount of.
But Audemars Piguet is doing weird things. Remember, they're going into the second-hand side of things.
But they're cutting. But I've actually been told from someone at SIHH that they've cut back to 100. But despite the fact that they're going authorized, certified pre-owned, but they've cut back their authorized dealers to 175 throughout the entire globe, and that they're keeping their new production steady. How would you compare? How would you compare what Patek is doing compared to what Audemars Piguet is?
Well, Audemars Piguet is really a one-watch brand. They're one model brand, the Royal Oak. Everything else in AP is dog shit. Okay, and I say that in an affectionate way. Nothing sells unless it's a Royal Oak. I mean, They have no other line besides the Royal Oak and the Royal Oak Offshore series. That's the only lines that do any good. Everything else, very hard to sell unless it's cheap. Are they rubbish? No, they're not rubbish, but nobody wants them. Patek has many more things than just the Royal Oak. They got the Royal Oak is like the Nautilus. Patek has big popular with complications, grand complications. So I just think it just shows you that Royal Oak has a limited market.
All right.
So I think realistically, Patek is not going to go into a cheaper end. They're going to stay premium.
Here is okay. Jared Coffin. That trial is going to be a mockery of a sham of two mockeries of a sham.
I hope so.
Les, actually, you hope not. You hope just well.
No.
You really want no. Do you really want justice to be done? No. You want to evade justice at all times. All right. So it looks like
you are innocent until proven bankrupt.
Exactly. Hopefully. So Archie, okay. So Hotsy and Darth Vader are kind of going at it, so to speak. LOL, will you be like Archie and let me wear the sweaty Rolex, Darth Vader?
I'm actually moving towards the IWC. I think that could be a good thing to wear.
All right. Okay. Boredom, impulsivity, and poor choices in horology. The story about how I got this was, you know, there's like 3 or 4 serious Archie heads here in the red dirt, here in the flyover states. The buckle of the Bible Belt. Rad Borchard, let's call the other one. Oh, sorry. Why did I do with that damn? Oh, here we go. This lovely, you know, patina. That was his. But he was kind of getting bored with it.
Why?
Well, I don't know why, but he was kind of looking. Oh, here we go. Super chat. You see, Archie, you need to get me involved in long, serious discussions because every time I try to get involved and wind up, the super chats come. If we on the other, that's why we also need to prepare for these programs. Because if we're just sitting here looking at each other, no super chats. But if we want to get involved in a serious discussion, then the super chats come right and left. So you need to prepare more. Archie, if you had to pick Dr. Bruce. Archie, if you had to pick a daily beater shooter that competed against the aristocratic Squale, which watch would snap your fingers, change perspectives, and think would dethrone the Squale is the shitter king? So is there a... Oh, I know what that is. Nice. Oh.
I do listen to attorneys when they make suggestions.
Thank you. I appreciate that. At least someone on this channel does. Nice. So anyway, Archie, if you had to pick a new daily beater or shitter watch, what would dethrone Squale as the shitter king? Stephen King also suggests let's order 100 Domino's pizzas to the courtroom on that day. Now, Stephen King, under no circumstances as an attorney should I encourage you to do that in any way whatsoever. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It would be absolutely wrong for you to do that. Okay? Thanks. Please do not do that under any circumstances whatsoever.
I must say, when I've been asked to testify on behalf of people, I don't think they let food in there.
Well, I think it's a strategy of I think it's trial strategy and tactics, because if Archie is stuffing his face with pizza the entire time, he can't say anything stupid.
Mm.
He can grunt and try to communicate non-verbally, but he can't say anything. So therefore, that takes perjury out.
Maybe if he walks in with his cheeks full of food already, it'll make everybody hungry, and they'll just want to move on with just let him go so we can go get something to eat.
Mm.
Now, I know I'm coming in late because I had errands, but you already did a wristwatch check?
I'm wearing the Breitling. I'm wearing the Breitling, Doc. I'm wearing the Breitling, Doc. The Scheitling. What are you wearing, CLYVE?
Zenith. 1950 Zenith.
Now, Doc, you didn't get papers with that Daytona, did you?
No.
But you found a period box, but didn't you?
I did not worry about getting a box. I probably could go out and get one, but
yeah, they're not that hard. They're not that impossible.
But Doc, I mean, there are some. I've seen some of these for sale. I've seen 6263s for sale. Mm-hmm. Box and papers. As crazy as that sounds.
Yep.
But this one's 1966. I mean, a 6263 from maybe the 1970s. You can find some with box and papers. Very expensive.
Okay, super chat from Tanzil. Sorry, Dr. Bruce. Which watch would you recommend wearing for the average YouTube comment Muppet as a natural aphrodisiac for the Nubian big booty mamas? I have no idea what that means.
You should know what it means at some point. I think because we were talking about the artificial breasts and breast augmentation and all that. I'm not a fan of that, and I think a booty is. Anyway,
really?
Have you ever done butt implants, Doc?
Hello?
Hello? He's fallen over in shock.
Exactly.
Sorry, Doc.
All right. Steve, okay, $2 super chat by Stephen K. Doctor, what medicine can Archie use to fake a cardiac event?
I'm putting my Paddock on, by the way. I'm starting to feel depressed again.
Nice. So okay, I guess Hotsy and Darth Vader are no longer flirting with each other. That's kind of a shame. It's kind of interesting to see. You know, I know the darkness. I know the dark. Anyway, lots of propanol and Versed. Okay.
Doctor's back. Thank God he's back.
Dr. Bruce.
Yes, sir.
What substance can Archie use to fake a cardiac event? I presume in the courtroom.
Ooh. Now, you know, I'm a surgeon. Usually we're more worried about making sure someone doesn't take something that would give them a cardiac event. But I would say the best thing to do would be to fake it without necessarily any drug. It's not that really hard to do.
You should pull a Fred Sanford, in other words.
Yes, it's not that hard to do because by the time you are grabbing your chest and doing those things, if they race over, all they're going to be able to do is tell if you have a pulse or not. So it doesn't really matter if you take a drug that simulates a heart attack. You're wasting your time. Just fake it till you make it. Fake it. I'm having chest pain. Fall over. Everybody runs over. They're going to be worried if you're breathing, and somebody's going to start kissing you.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be someone that you like.
Bear cleaning watches. Elizabeth. Nice. Awesome. Do you remember Sanford? Archie, do they have Sanford and Son in Australia or not?
Who's that?
Sanford and Son? They never had Sanford and Son?
What's that, a TV show, is it, or what?
Yes, it is.
May I? May I please?
Please, by all means, Doctor.
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey. You don't remember that at all?
No, we never had that.
Either that or he's retarded.
I haven't watched TV in 15 years, guys.
Yeah, but this is something from like 30 years ago.
No, I can't
40 years ago, 70s. That was like Chico. I remember it was Sanford and Son followed by Chico and the Man.
You're right, 40 years ago. We were kids watching that stuff.
Yep. Dr. Bruce, you must have factory as a rotation during your medical school days. If you encountered a large Puerto Rican wearing fakes pretending to be a watch guru, what would be your prognosis? Tanzil is in good form tonight.
He is, and he's got me on my toes. I'd say clearly bipolar and possible suicidal ideations.
Okay, now can you explain what that means for the? Okay, can you explain what that means for the less sophisticated, less educated members of the audience?
I don't think we should talk about bipolar too much. Let's just say that for that particular example, bipolar would make sense.
Now, okay, now Jim Bastian was saying his real name was John Sanford. No, it was Fred Sanford.
What?
So what have you been doing today, good doctor?
Sadly, I've been working. I've been working on some follow-up reports and some things that various attorneys have asked me to research for them for upcoming cases.
Nice.
Not nice. It was a perfectly sunny day, but I had to do what I had to do.
Yep. Beautiful day in Oklahoma. Sunny and actually just reached low 70s. Hardly a cloud in the sky.
Perfect.
Oh, Red Fox's real name was John Sanford. Okay. Well, yeah, obviously his name wasn't Red Fox. Okay, I stand corrected. So, Doctor, what would you do if your ex was on the boards? Okay, well, here we go. Archie, by Biz Igniter, I can order butt plugs for you from Naughty Boy, deliver locally in Brisbane. Which color do you want, black or red? Medium, large, or XL?
What do these things do exactly?
I think you would put them in your anus to keep other things from going inside your anus, like while you slept.
I don't know if I need these things.
It would be used in conjunction with soap and a rope. By the way, good luck with the trial.
Thanks.
I have to admit, I'm confused. As far as my ex on the boards, is that some sort of colloquialism for menstrual cycle or something?
No. Doctor, okay. How often do you perform slip-and-dictomies on nurses? Did I told you that old joke, right? What's it called when they take your appendix out?
Appendectomy.
What's it called when they take your tonsils out?
Tonsillectomy.
What's it called when they change a woman to a man? Addictomy.
Oh. Ugh.
That's an old one. Okay, Dr. Bruce, which of the following do you personally believe should not use the title doctor? Juris Doctor, CLYVE, chiropractor, podiatrist, audiologist, vet. Well, actually, no, it's not a title. That's an academic degree, but we do not call ourselves doctor because we don't say Juris Doctor.
Are you a doctor, CLYVE?
Well, I have a doctorate, yes. I do have a JD, which does not stand for... That does not stand for Jewish. By the way, that does not stand for Jewish dick.
You have a doctorate?
Yeah. Every attorney has a doctorate. You can't.
I got 3 chevrons on my robe, bitch.
You can't have a license. You can't have a license to practice as an attorney unless you've got a JD.
California, open bar.
California has an open bar?
Yep, they do.
You don't have to go to law school to be a lawyer in California?
Now I've heard it's a bitch of a test, but I've heard if you get people do pass it without, yeah.
So it's a different test than if you've gone to law school.
No, it's the same test.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, and keep in mind it might be updated. Okay. Also, yeah, I'll tell you about the X situation here later on.
Well, I didn't answer the question, but I didn't know an audiologist was even allowed to call themselves a doctor. That's a new one to me. Most people who are worried about calling themselves a doctor wish they were a doctor. So,
right.
like most surgeons, people I know aren't going around emphasizing and saying, make sure to call me a doctor. We already know we're a doctor.
Right,
but,
because yeah, because if that's the only thing you really have to get off on, you really have nothing else. I mean, it's almost like being in the military. I found out that it's as much of a pain in the ass to return a salute as it is to give one, possibly even more. Anyway,
well, I think that I'd rather not know if my ex was on the boards. I'd rather not know, probably.
Okay.
And then if I did know, it'd be a little bit weird.
She's a funny gal. I mean, you know, not, well, actually, yeah.
You mean ha-ha funny?
Yeah. So what were we gonna talk about? Okay, every time I try to think about something serious to talk about, then a super chat pops up. Okay, right. Oh, fuck. There we go. I literally just, all right. Archie has a PhD in ladyboy fisting. He has a PhD as a doctorate of fisting, PHISTING. Clyde, did you find the military pain in the ass? No, actually, I went in the last of the Black Boot Army, and I got the hell out before, good timing, right before Desert Storm in the second one. So, yeah, I did not go overseas. Thank God.
I almost joined the reserves when I was in residency. I almost joined the reserves so that I could fly a jet plane.
Nice. Archie, well, okay, we talked about this. And I was telling my friend was, you know, he retired as a colonel, but I said, you know, there's two types of people. You've got in the Air Force, you've got pilots and you've got support staff. You got jet jockeys and you got wing wipers.
But here's what happens. If you're a flight surgeon, they encourage you to go up in the jet plane with them. Most of the flight surgeons don't want to do it. I would love to do it. And then because I'd love to do it, they'd let me take the stick.
Wow.
Well, here's the funny part is, then after my friend got out, I mean, he thought the Army Medical Corps screwing him over as a major. He went to civilian practice and in Tyler, Texas, and discovered what a good screwing properly was and what properly the Air Force. But I remember he was actually bringing that up, and so he was like doing a pantomime of wiping a jet wing. Val Fennell, MD, Colonel, United States Air Force, retired, good guy.
Can you handle the truth? Can you give me that line? Can you handle the truth? You can't handle the truth. Can you give me that line?
That was the Marines, not the Air Force or the Army. It was also JAG, Judge Advocate General, not the Medical Corps. Okay. There's a difference between doctors and lawyers.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Well, actually.
And Jack Nicholson, the best of the bad boys.
Yes. Right, exactly. Now, Archie, which of the following stereotypes do you think are true? Ving Tenier is good at math. Clive chases ambulances. Mark Goldberg dresses up in pink panties. Don Haynes watches Mark Goldberg in pink panties.
Oh, my God.
Don Haynes watches Mark Goldberg in pink panties, I think.
No, I was going to say Ving Tenier is good at math.
He'd have to be.
Yeah, you'd have to be.
I take notes trying to diagnose the problem.
Okay, the American Army. Okay. Okay, all true says. Okay. Now then.
You think I should do a video on the carpet beetles today?
Yeah. You love them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you ever try the boric acid on the carpet beetles?
No, no.
It's
Should
cheap.
I?
It's like you can get 16 ounces of it or something. It's pretty cheap, right, Clive? I think it's like $1 or $2 for this large
Exactly
amount.
right.
It's pretty cheap.
Carpet beetles.
Now, here's a good question. Now, I'll have to. Well, the trouble is, I'll have to go to Facebook to find it. But Richard Linney, a fan of the show, and
a UFO expert.
Yeah, a noted UFO expert. So he was actually talking about the fact. Hey, Doctor, do me a favor, watch the boards because someone's going to slip in a super chat.
Well, you know what? I don't have the boards up because I've been trying to nurse this.
Let me. Whoa! Here we go. I got pulled up already. Now, Richard talks about the fact that there's a woman from Brisbane that shockingly claimed that she is a human hybrid alien and regularly travels on UFOs into outer space. Her name is Judy Carroll. Are you familiar with Judy Carroll, Archie?
Yes, I've heard of that name.
Have you met her? Were you guys were you like in a waiting room on the mothership reading magazines?
Can I tell you a story, right? I've got lunatics in my family. My own auntie, right?
Oh, super chat.
That's an easy setup, by the way.
Yeah, and it really was. Dr. Bruce, I super chatted earlier about 33mm watches being for girls. As a medical professional, do you think more women would wear that size than the demographic of men? Parentheses, aristocrat, charlatan, or both.
I can't imagine anyone other than a woman wearing that size. I really can't. Sorry. Okay. I'm so sorry. I hope you don't have any of that size.
Anyhow, my auntie says she was abducted by aliens and can't account for a whole day in her life.
Was your mother with her? Whoa. Wait. Was your mother with her at the time?
No. This is my dad's side of the family. This is my dad's sister. And she is she's quite interesting lady, very interesting lady. She's got a PhD, by the way. She has a PhD as well. She does have a PhD in education.
Well, I'm going to say I haven't done a lot of drugs in my life. When I did not inhale. But there are days that I cannot account for in my life. There are.
Well, but that means in Brisbane, there are basically 2 alien-human hybrids in the same city. Isn't that a strong coincidence, don't you think?
Now, you were
strong
also,
UFO activity.
You had a lot of depression when you were doing your residency too, Doc, you said.
Well, not a lot, but I mean, I was probably clinically depressed. I went to a doctor and was given
Xanax.
One of those 2 medications available that was relatively harmless. And then, of course, the best thing of all, get rid of residency. I was normal once I got rid of residency. That was the problem.
How long were you resident for?
Residency lasted 5 years.
Oh, you're joking. You have to do it?
$10 super chat.
The only way to become a doctor.
Right. Okay, $10 super chat. Clive, I have 8 watches and want to keep adding more. I can't imagine selling any. I assume you have more than 20 watches. Maybe. How do you enjoy your collection? How many is too much?
Ooh, good question. Man, I love it.
Question. That's a good question for all of us.
That's only a question that you can decide. Now, for instance, if you're relatively simple-minded, if you don't have a lot of education or a lot of native intelligence, you might only be able to keep track of, say, 7 watches. And if you are, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. You should just encompass your limitations, your disabilities, as it were, and live with it. But, that's actually, and like I said, that's a personal question. Like how many
good watches do you have, Clive? Let's ignore the shitters. How many good
And I think
watches do
that's
you
what
have?
I was going to say. It forces you to assess in your life how many quality watches you have,
Yes.
how many shitter watches you have, and whether you really want to have that many shitters. Somebody asked it on a previous live show.
Let us go to the question. What is a shitter? I cannot. There's someone who will not give a substantive, objective definition for that term.
I've defined a shitter many times, Clive.
You've defined a shitter as you've defined a shitter in terms that do not mean anything. You might as well be
purely subjective. It's shitter is in the eye of the beholder. You have to come to grips with it being a shitter for it to be a shitter.
Exactly. So it means the term doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, if you refuse to say that a Steinhardt is a shitter because you say it looks gorgeous, then it's not a shitter to you.
Right. And people's standards change. You know, some people.
That's right. That's how it becomes a shitter. Otherwise, you would never have bought it in the first place.
Super chat. Well, not necessarily. We'll come back to that. Archie, get on the hat and sing the first verse of Kellis Milkshake.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I gotta find this thing.
Oh, you don't know what it is either. Okay.
No, I think it's some rapper.
I think it's my milkshake brings all the boys to the schoolyard. You know, actually, if you have any teenage girls and you hear them rapping it, and it's just like you walk by the room and you quickly just like turn your hearing off. It's like, oh God, no. Now, going
back to that super chat though, the previous one, did you notice he assumed you had more than 20 watches?
You know, it's really hard to tell. Really,
I think you have 50.
No idea, really. Truly.
You didn't deny it. That's why I think you have 50.
Here we go, baby. Let's sing this song. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. I know what you want, the things that makes me. What you go crazy for, they'll lose their minds. The way I wind, I think it's time. La, 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 la. Warm it up. La, 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 la. The boys are waiting. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. How's that, Clivey?
I could be wrong, but I think there's a double entendre in there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Doctor, could you explain to people in different continents with low education what a double entendre means?
I like Ross Taylor's. That's a good question.
What is the worst shitter you've ever owned?
Starting with Archie.
Worst shitter I've owned. I've had Aris. I've had Tissot. I tell you, the biggest shitter I've ever owned. I think I'd have to say I had a tag for. I used to buy and sell tag Formula Ones. You know, with the plastic bezel.
Okay, I can answer that one. Invicta.
I got given one, but I didn't classify. I smashed it with a hammer.
I got the drama mama got me one. I actually found it when I was going through a bunch of stuff, and I thought about smashing with a hammer, but I gave it to my housekeeper. Yes, I have a housekeeper. Deal with it.
Wow.
No. Okay. He's owned the Alpinist.
The Alpinist wasn't mine. That was just a lend. I was just lending it.
Now, is your IWS
1 minute? I got a special urgent call here. Hey, Dave, how are you?
Okay, so he can't hear us now. Hey, Archie, $100 super chat. $100 super chat, Archie. $1,000 super chat. Okay, he totally can't hear us. All right, there we go. Now, okay. No, Hatsy, he does not have a ladyboy. He's arranging for a ladyboy. Yeah, he's arranging for a ladyboy on the phone.
Okay.
Now, do you think, as a medical professional, that Archie is a half human, half alien hybrid? And would that explain the horns?
I think the horns are a variation on Pinocchio.
You know, maybe we get
That's
Richard.
my diagnosis.
You want to talk to a UFO guy, noted UFO expert, Doctor?
Sure. I don't know. I haven't talked about that. Now, I should mention my worst shitter was a Stuttgart chronograph that fell apart probably within about a week.
Nice. Hold on one second.
Quality. Stuttgart.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, let's make sure we haven't.
Just to be clear, are we talking about illegal aliens?
No. Well, I don't know. No, we're talking about like extraterrestrial aliens, or or aliens with extra testicles.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, he's back. Super chat. $30 super chat. No, he's still not gone. Now, who do you think the Asian woman is that keeps giving him? Never mind. We won't go into that.
Sorry about that. There, I just had a consultancy. I had a good friend of mine. He's just bought a Tag Monaco, caliber 11.
It's not a bad watch.
That might be the only tag you can ever really say.
And I think you have to get the caliber 11 because he was looking at a caliber 12 the other day, and I said, don't buy it. It's got to be a caliber 11, otherwise just stay away.
So what's the difference between a caliber? What's the difference between a caliber 11 and a caliber 12? I tried to get Don Hayden on, but he doesn't want to come on the show anymore.
The crown is on the other side. The
So
caliber 11.
both of those are reissues, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you get excited about a Monaco reissue, why not get excited about an Ottavia reissue?
I never liked this. I always liked Steve McQueen. 2 words.
I like the idea of the Rolex, Steve McQueen Rolex.
Now, wasn't that an Explorer II? But not really.
It was the.
Now, Captain Zed said the original had the crown on the left.
Yeah, that's right. He's right.
I think it did.
Because it was because of the movement. It was an early piece, and that's why early chronograph from Hoya.
And they were rushing it out too, I believe.
Yeah, so that's why they had to do it that way. Yeah.
Cool. Actually, I'm going to ask Uberoki. I wonder if anyone super chatted if I could get Uberoki on the live chat. Do you think people would like to ask Uberoki any questions or not?
They'd be asking what's his real name and what's his contact information.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Forget it. Actually,
Steve and Queen. Sorry.
Now, someone pointed out, and of course, what do you think about? Okay, now people may not even say anything, but I think, by the way, Hoyo Roberto, I think Seiko discontinued some of its most appreciated watches, like the Alpinist. If not returns, prices are going to rise, like the Orange Monster. And then it occurred to me, it's like, I actually think Uberoki has an Orange Monster. It's like, ooh, I need to text him about that. Hey, did you ever find the Orange Monster? We'll see. So what do you think about the Orange Monster?
I prefer the orange hands on a Monte Carlo or that Milgauss of yours, Clive.
Or Monster.
Oh, I don't know. Would you wear a Seiko?
I don't know. What do you think?
The Doc does. The Doc, you wear a Seiko, don't you, Doc?
I respect Seiko, but I don't own one anymore. I lost one in the operating room about 10 years ago.
Where did it
How
go?
do you lose How do you use a watch in the operating room?
Well, when you're scrubbing in to do a surgery, you have to take your wristwatch off and you have to put it on the scrub tie. You have to put it on the belt part that holds your scrubs up.
Yep.
But then when you're done with the case and you say, God, am I ever glad I'm done with that goddamn case, you pull your scrubs off, and if you're not thinking, you don't look for the watch because you forget it's there. That's what I did. I forgot it was there. When I went back, it's gone.
So some scrub tech or janitor thought, free Seiko.
Exactly. Somebody said, ooh, that's a nice looking watch. It was a gold Seiko with a black dial, nothing extravagant.
Gold
what
plate.
I want to know.
Gold plate, we're talking, Doc.
Absolutely gold plate. By now, it's not an attractive watch. What I wanted to know, I wanted Archie's opinion and Clyde's as well.
$2 super chat. $2 super chat. Archie, original Calvin Klein or a fake JLC? That's an interesting question.
I'd have to say I'd go for the fake JLC.
They have the same movement, I bet.
Nice. Weird Science. That's a good watch question, but you know the rules. You have to super chat it for it to be read aloud.
Now, since Archie's a big Explorer fan, I still want to know, what do you think about the Steve McQueen Explorer, the 1655? Because you guys never talk about that one. You talk about...
Well, I've actually owned one years ago. I used to do a CLYVE. I used to advertise what Rolex watches wanted, working or not. Collector pays more than dealer. That was my ad. And I did buy one for 3,000 Aussie. That's 2,400 US.
God damn, that's cheap.
And I sold it that week for 6 to a Singapore dealer, 6 Aussie. And they're worth about 20 now, 20 Aussie.
But how could you get it that cheap? Even when you got it, it was way cheaper than it should have been.
But you know, this was 20 years ago, and also we were just taking advantage of people.
Oh.
Those people who advertise watches bought. I said to him, "How much do you want?" He said, "Oh, 3." And I couldn't drive over far. My friend actually drove over to get it. He couldn't drive over fast enough.
Nice. Well, on the other hand, if you're giving them what they asked for, is that really taking advantage?
No, you're just jumping on a great deal.
Exactly.
But I think that Explorer looks nicer. I do think that's the nicer of. No offense to the current Explorers you have; those are nice watches, but I think the 1655 has a unique look to it.
The 1655 is an amazing watch. I mean, if you could get one, I would love a vintage Rolex 1655.
Nice.
Any watch you see now, they're almost all adulterated. They've got service dials on them. Yeah, it's hard to find a nice one.
But
nice.
I got to say, it was a magic piece. That orange hand is just. The problem is too the bezel. The black lettering comes off over time.
I think that's what makes it look cool to me.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's that they are I love that model. I really 1655. Look, if I had my way, I'd get a 1680. I'd get a 1655. I'd get a 1665. I'd get a 1016. I'd get a 1675 GMT. I'd get a Daytona like Doc's.
I like that, except for I'd probably swap out the 1680. I'd prefer to have a
5513.
Yeah, 55 or 5512. I can take either one.
You know, Doc, I've owned about 5513s and 5512s. I never valued them much. I never valued. I just thought, oh, I remember I bought a 5513 once, which for $200.
Wow. Did you ever have one with a gilt dial?
No.
I mean, those really look. I don't own one, but boy, those.
I had a. I remember I bought a 5512 very cheap because it had a shocking redial, but it was a 5512.
Those are nice. You know, when I bought my when I bought my 1675, the two-tone, I was amazed. It was cheaper getting a 1675 1969 than if I got a full stainless from 1969. It was cheaper by probably about $4,000.
Wow. I got to tell you, I remember in the 90s in Japan, they had watch magazines. The 1675 in steel was so worthless. They showed you how to convert it into a 16. They showed
into a two-tone.
No, just showed you how to convert a 1675 into a 1655 Steve McQueen Explorer II.
Whoa.
And what a butcher. You just cringe at that now, wouldn't you?
So you're saying we should keep our 1675 two-tone gold nipple dials?
Oh, look, any of you shouldn't butcher any of those ones there. I'm just saying to you.
Did we say butcher? No, you said we shouldn't flip them. We should keep them.
Look, it's just.
And you can never get enough nipple. Never.
Never get enough nipple. No. And the thing that annoys me is I had one guy who was a really good friend of mine, right?
Wait. You had a friend?
Well, okay. So,
really good friend.
And you know what he did? I sold him a 16. I sold him a two-tone sub, a 16803, two-tone with black nipple dial, and you never believe what he did.
Don't tell me that he swapped out
He said, I'll pay you in 2 months. No, wait, 3 months. Wait, 4 months.
He got loom. He got loom put on it. He got loom put on it. He got loom put on it.
Oh, painful.
I said to him, why the fuck did you do that? He goes, oh, no, it was done very well. I said, you don't understand. Why did you do that?
Oh, my God, he destroyed it.
And, you know, another story, Doc. Here's a story. I had a friend of mine had a 1969 5513, a birth year watch. He bought a vintage one with patina. Patina. He sent it into Rolex.
Patina is the name of Archie's favorite lady boy.
And guess what they did, Doc?
He sent it into Rolex? You mean an authorized dickhead?
And you know what they did? They changed the dial for him, charged him $500, and
took the stickers off.
He said, would you mind also changing that rattly rivet bracelet for a new bracelet? They kept the old one and put a new bracelet on it. Talk about a dickhead.
They sold the bracelet for a couple thousand. They sold the dial for probably $4,000.
And he paid $8,000 or $9,000 for the watch. And I said, you know, you've just made the watch worth about $5,000
or less.
And I got another story for you. I know someone who had a 1665 Sea Dweller. That's the plastic Sea Dweller. A red one. Guess what? Guess what?
Oh, don't put a service dial in there. Get rid of the red.
No. Guess what? They changed it with the service dial. They've got service dials with red Sea Dweller on it.
Oh,
right.
God.
So it was completely replaced. And I said to him, he said to me, "Oh, it doesn't matter. They've put a red dial back in." And I was just shaking my head so much.
Okay, Advenus G, $3 super chat. Archie, you're the best.
Thank you. He's a very cool. I think I did a phone call with him last night. He's a cool guy.
Nice.
He sounds like one of the guys on. There was another YouTube channel called The Prodigal Fool with Straight Six, and I can't remember. That was an excellent YouTube series. I love that series. I don't know why this guy sounded exactly like it.
Straight Six sounds like a cool nickname. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's got an M3. Straight Six. It was the straight 6-cylinder BMW. That was his nickname. Straight Six.
Wish I thought of that.
So cool, you know. 'Cause that's what BMW was famous for, was the straight six, wasn't it?
And the E46 was the last of the straight six M3.
Look, what's happened to BMW is a travesty. They now have turbo 4-cylinder in. Oh, it's just a travesty. Just. My dad my dad had an E90, which had that had a straight six. He had the 323i, which is a 2.5 liter straight six.
Yeah, but the M model of that for an M model for an E90M had a V8.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yes, you're right.
And that's the travesty.
I know. I mean, it's like putting a V8 in a Jaguar E-Type. You just can't do it.
And
okay, super chat. Sin 104 ST1 or 2 lowball.
Lowball. Forget it.
And that's from Weird Science.
Just forget it. It's too lowball. Sin is just shit. Sorry. I don't think it's a luxury brand. It's like that garbage Clive buys. It's just...
It's like the Porsche to the Volkswagen, you know?
Yeah, it's like a Volvo. It's kind of luxury, but it's not luxury.
It's related to luxury, but not quite. It's related, though.
Right. All right. Well, about 8:31 here p.m. and here in the U.S. of A. Oh, by the way, Richard Linney could not come on. I invited him on, but unfortunately it's too late there.
Hey, I want to say very quickly, thank you for all the support. I've had some wonderful support over the couple of days. The Sos brothers have said to me they want to see me put my good foot forward. So they're buying me a beautiful pair of gorgeous shoes. They've asked me to pick, this is for my court date. They've actually asked me to put one good foot forward, and they're buying me a beautiful pair of shoes, which is I'm gonna
make sure they're black.
Yes, of course. They don't get brown. Don't get brown.
No.
I'm thinking of going for. Look, I got to pick. I got to pick a pair. It's a great honor. They are cool guys. So I want to say thank you. I want to also thank the good doctor. Doctor, you are an honor to have as a guest here. I love you to death, Doc.
Well, I appreciate that.
Clive is a good guy. Clive, I love you, Clive. You are a good guy. And I tell you what, Doc, that really means a lot to me. You know, I said this. I've actually been using some of your phrases. I said, when you're on your deathbed, you're not going to say, hey, I want the latest bitch that I've screwed. You want children, come here. You want to see your children when you're on a deathbed.
You want your children, you want your immediate family, and you want your closest friends. That's what you want.
Your wife? Do you want your ex-wife or no? No, you don't.
I mean, I've heard of people who say they're close friends with their exes. I don't quite understand that. But if you're close friends...
Yeah.
Well, no, it depends. If you're dying of something communicable, then you definitely want your ex-wife there.
Do you want your 10-year-old Mercedes-Benz next to you?
Doc, only if you don't have family and close friends.
Doc, I want to ask you this. My dad's being a pussy. He's got a second-hand Mercedes-Benz he bought from my ex. I'm thinking about financing it and buying it. Do you think anything can go wrong with a 10-year-old German car?
I'm stunned by the question because why would he buy your ex's car? Isn't that going to remind you?
I didn't care about that. I didn't care about that.
Okay.
I'm just asking you, is a 10-year-old Benz bad or dangerous?
I think you might get eaten up with maintenance on it.
It's got one of these. It's a 1.8 liter engine with a turbo on it. I'm a bit worried about that.
What could go on with the turbo?
Yeah, the turbo alone is going to cost you some money to fix.
Okay.
That's why I like the M3 with just a straight 6, and I haven't had to do.
I can't afford that. I can't afford that, Doc. We're stretched out.
No. But I'm saying the simpler the engine, the better.
You know, the first M3 was actually a 4-cylinder. Did you know that? The E30 M3 was a 2.3 liter 4-cylinder. Did you know that?
Without a lot of power.
No.
Not a lot of power. It was all about handling.
Yeah, I mean, it had a bit of grunt. It was 2.3. This was going back, Doc. Come on.
Hey,
they were a great touring car.
Yes, but there were other cars on the market outside of BMW that had certainly more power. It's just that had great handling.
Weird Science says, Archie, get a 1986 to 1991 Mercedes 300E. Electronics are fucked on the car you mentioned after 10 years.
Okay, thank you.
Stephen Miller mentions I'll need a pollution control replacement after 10 years or after 15K, 15,000 miles.
Yeah.
I'd rather buy less prestigious motor, but newer.
Okay.
I would say even a 300E, you're taking your chances a little bit, but it's certainly a better option than the other.
Oh, Vintenier 2002 TII versus a BMW E30 M3. Vintenier 2002 all the fucking way. Don't you agree, Doc? Come on. Well, 2002, Doc. Come on. Fuck me dead, Doc.
No, I'm sorry. No, Doctor, you do not have to fuck him dead until someone super chats.
Thank you, Clive. I appreciate that.
2002, Doc. Come on, man. That is the coolest car you ever seen.
2002 is iconic, but then so is a E30 M3, and it's a better handler. It's a better handler. The M3 is going to be a better handler.
Was the TII, was that the turbo one?
Now, if you want to see Dr. Bruce fuck the pot of until he deceases, you need to super chat at least $100.
Hey, I didn't agree to that.
I actually had I
You're
knew someone.
Clive. You're lowballing.
I knew someone who had a 2002.
I want to see it, actually.
They are a very sexy car.
Well, it's a sexy car. I'm just saying that an E30 is just known to be a handler, and you know those are going up in value so much. I'd say they're both hard to get. They're both hard to get.
Most of the 2002s have rusted away, however, Doc.
They have, and most of the 2002s that you see that are great handlers have been highly modified.
Oh, I love the 3 CSI. Remember the CSI, the 3 CSI?
That's a slick looking. It had a nice slick. It was almost like it wasn't a hatchback, but it had a smooth profile.
You know the 3 CSI. That was the Batmobile. You know that if you're wearing a Batman, you drive a 3 CS, and the luxury one, the aluminium one was the CSL, I think.
But it was it had a very.
They became the 6 Series, Doc.
Yes, and it had a very aerodynamic profile.
Yeah, cool car. That was the 70s. Was so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we better wrap this baby up. I got to do some more paid reviews. I got a whole stack of them to churn out, and I got a whole stack to upload. Guys, thank you. It's been an honor, and we'll chat again soon, I'm sure.
Can I talk to you for about a minute offline after we hang up?
Sure. Okay, we're going to end it now.
Zenith.